My boyfriend's ex asked him if they could get back together while we dated. They actually met up. I got together with this guy and we've been together for 2 years now. We've lived together for the past few years and have a healthy relationship. Every day after work he would bring me flowers and we'd go on dates often. I told him secrets I wouldn't tell my best friends and things looked up. Before our relationship, my boyfriend had a very long relationship which ended with her ex cheating on him. My boyfriend had intentions of marrying her and finding out that he got cheated on crushed his heart. When I met him he was still recovering from it. The first time I told him that I loved him he told me that he couldn't feel the same for me yet because he was still hurt by his ex. It took him some time but after some vacation days in his hometown, he came back saying that he loved me and that he wanted to focus on our relationship. Fast forward to a couple of months ago, we were living together but I could see shifts in his behavior. Some days he seemed a bit distant and pensive, and said that needed some time alone to make some calls to friends and family. I would take his word for it but he started making calls more often than usual. I decided to confront him about his weird behavior and he told me that he had something important to reveal. He told me that her ex who he planned to marry reached out to him. She didn't reach out asking how are things, rather it was an actual plea for him to get back to her. She said that she had some relationships after the breakup but she always thought that she threw the best one away, and wanted to get together again. He told me that he said no and was pensive because he wasn't sure how to tell me because he knew I'd get jealous. I felt jealous of her because she was younger and much more prettier than me. I did not know this then, but turns out I was right to be jealous because things hit the fan. He told me he would do his best to ditch her and I asked him to be careful, to which he agreed. He spent the next few days leaving her undelivered until she threatened to unalive herself if he didn't reply. My boyfriend told me and asked if he could visit her since he didn't want to be a reason for someone's life to end. I gave him my blessing and he was on his way to her place. I trusted him but knowing her ex, I was fearful that something would happen between them. I kept calling him throughout his visit but he wouldn't pick up. I stalked the girl's social media but couldn't find her. He was gone for at least 2 hours and I was already crying. I took a shower to clear my thoughts and that's when my boyfriend came back home. I wrapped things up and confronted him for being absent for 3 hours. He told me not to worry and said that it took her a long time to calm down. I was crying on his chest and asked him not to leave and he just laughed saying he won't. I'm not sure what my boyfriend's ex was on, but she texted me a few minutes later making fun of me for letting my boyfriend come over. I asked her what she was talking about and she told me to check my boyfriend's neck. I rushed to check and saw that he had nothing there. He asked me what I was doing and I told him about what her ex had told me. He laughed and told me not to believe anything she said.